I love watching The Lion King. Back in the day when I was little, I liked watching it all the time, and even on their spin-off series like the Lion Guard and stuff like that, I like watching that when it was coming up too. So when I heard that they were making a live action for it, I didn't even bother.
Nah, man. Mufasa just had that dog in him the whole time. Imagine the amount of bitches I'd be pulling in the Prime Land if I was in the Prime Land.
Bro, Mufasa had so much aura, he was pulling people that he was trying to avoid. Okay, but anyway, when Mufasa was first announced, I realized that I had to actually just go see it because there was no movie that had a perspective from Mufasa's point of view. So it was going to be interesting nonetheless.
Yeah, I was always interested in the Mufasa point of view. I mean, we got Simba, Kiara, and like, I guess if you count the Lion Guard, you got that too. But it was interesting seeing a point of view from Mufasa. And like when I actually went to go see the movie itself like was good. The plot was kind of mid, I'm gonna be real. Like the plot was kind of terrible. But the overall movie and like the story, I liked it. Like it was a good story.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I wouldn't say the plot is terrible, although I do have to admit there are moments where I didn't think what happened, like the White Lions. Although they were cool now, they did just come out of nowhere. They were never mentioned in the other series, so it's kind of easy to tell that they were just brought into this movie for that case.
I mainly am complaining about the way Scar became Scar. I get it, it was a build up because of Mufasa just being better, a better leader, a better lion in just every aspect. But the fact that like a lioness, who he had 3 interactions, probably like maybe less than 10 interactions, didn't really love him like that, and that's how he like the turning point kind of like was a little weird.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I went up to my crush and said, "You smell like a duck," I'd probably crash out too if I end up losing, because I'll be more mad at myself than anybody else. But he took all his anger out on Mufasa, although he knew that Mufasa was a better person.
Yeah, that's true and all. But we could both agree that the real goat of the movie was Rafiki. Like, the way Rafiki was just doing stuff in the movie was actually kind of insane. Dude got kicked out of his own clan and was smiling as he left the tree. I've never seen someone so happy about getting isolated before in a clan. Also, my favorite scene in the movie is when Rafiki and Mufasa were talking, and Rafiki's like, "And you call me a baboon?"
Yeah, Rafiki's always been one of my favorite Lion King characters. Although it was nice to see his story too. I had no idea he was gonna be part of the movie or part of the story. But
I mean, it makes sense though because he knew Mufasa. Like in the Lion King, he was friends with Mufasa like that. So I'm pretty sure they knew each other in the past. Also, Zazu was a good character. I like Zazu in the movie.
Yeah, I like them both. Although Zazu needs more respect.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, while they're being chased by the white lionesses, it was kind of weird how the lionesses didn't really survive some of the stuff that the main cast did. Like, especially with the elephant stampede. I found that kind of stupid that they were the ones really just getting taken out and everyone else just barely dodging and avoiding. Although, I guess, what was her name? When,
Okay,
pause.
Sarabi?
Sarabi, yeah. I guess when Sarabi got hit, she was about to die, but then Mufasa saved her.
I'm not gonna lie. This might sound very wrong, but I didn't care about Sarabi. I'm gonna be real with you.
She kind of felt irrelevant.
She was so random.
Yeah, it was like, oh, this is like the How I Met Your Mother story.
Yeah.
I don't know how they could have made her more contributive though. I mean, she was pretty cool on the team.
Yeah, that was the God Squad right there. Reminds me of Super Mario Bros. Z. I don't know, like.
Oh no, don't remind me of that.
Bro, that's the best. That's still the best animation, bro.
Oh, shush. You can't bring that into this kind of video,
bro.
Not this one, at least. Maybe the next one. But yeah. Although I feel like the bird was doing more work than the lions were actually. Well, no, I won't. I take that back. Because they were putting in some good fights, especially with Mufasa in the final battle. Because I found that kind of stupid too. You know how the cave started collapsing as they were fighting? Like, yeah. I don't even wonder how that happened. Like, maybe it was because of all the animals rampaging outside, but like, that looks like plot to me.
All right. So last thing, what did you personally think about the movie?
Actually, I surprisingly liked it more than I thought I would. I mean, I have heard some backlash against the movie, but I'm glad I went to go see it despite that because I enjoyed it while I went to the theaters.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. Although I am a big disagreement with like the story plot of how certain things could have turned out. But overall, I did like the cinematic and I liked like the other stuff. Also, there was another problem. I kept forgetting half the time that this movie was actually a musical. So like every time like a music song would hit or something like that, I would get so confused and then I had to remember myself, oh yeah, this is a musical also.
They have good music though. They have good songs.
Yeah,
Well, basically at this point, everything about Disney is a musical.
it was cool. But if I had to rate it, I'll probably give it like, I'll be generous. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. There was some stuff that could have been better, but it was still a good movie.
I'd give it a 7 because I like The Lion King so much.
Respectable.
Preferably, everybody who's watched up until this point has watched the movie. So if you have, then tell us what you think about Mufasa. Leave it in the comments.
With that, we'll see y'all in the next video.
Bye-bye.